Charlie Brooker's speculative fiction series Black Mirror reinvigorated the anthology format when it premiered in 2011. Since moving over to Netflix for Season 3, the episode run has more than doubled. The show's cautionary tales and creeping tech paranoia always pack a punch, but some installments rise above the rest. Let's count down the top 10 Black Mirror episodes. Number 10. White Christmas. The first of 2 anthology episodes stars John Hamm, a proprietor of home helper technology, a dating expert, and an all-around creep. The episode follows Hamm's Matt Trent through 3 seemingly unrelated stories that eventually cross over in unique and terrifying ways. It's good old-fashioned horror sci-fi that in some ways inform later seasons of the series. Number 9. Metalhead. The horror in Black Mirror can come from dire warnings about future technology, or it can simply come from the visceral rush of an incredible cat-and-mouse tale. Metalhead is the shortest and most direct episode in the series, showcasing a future where mankind is hunted by bloodthirsty robotic hounds through the lens of an unnamed heroine, played by Maxine Peake. The how and why aren't considered here. The chaos and panic of survival take center stage. Number 8. White Bear. The Black Mirror stereotype usually involves some face-melting third-act plot twist. This is not always the case, but it sure as hell is in White Bear, a seemingly innocuous amnesia story that warps the audience's rooting interest as details emerge. A bleak ending reinforces the notion that sometimes protagonists don't deserve your support. Number 7. Nosedive. The premiere episode in Black Mirror's Netflix run is incredibly on the nose, detailing a woman, Bryce Dallas Harper, reliant on social media stature for everything. And it's not just her. Her entire world runs on this sort of clout. Sound familiar? Naturally, this episode will strike a chord with most. Some inspired moments of comic relief soften the critique, but hopefully, a viewing will inspire the audience to log off a bit more. Number 6. Hang the DJ. Black Mirror seasons are good for one defined love story, and Season 4's romance shines a light on dating apps. The system takes users from relationship to relationship, spelling out specifically how long each will last, in an effort to propel lonely hearts to their one true love. Problem is, the episode's spotlight couple disagree with the algorithm that says that they're soon to expire. Emotional plot twists ensue, inspiring the taken-for members of the audience to hug their partners tight. Number 5. USS Callister. On the surface, it's Black Mirror meets Star Trek, but in practice, it's so much more. USS Callister imagines a world in which a lonely nerd loses himself in a gaming simulation. The other characters in the simulation, however, aren't just computer players, they're real. USS Callister is a thrilling adventure story that raises complex questions about identity. Number 4. 15 Million Merits. The second episode of Black Mirror managed to pack a ton into a 62-minute runtime. Taking place in a future where mankind are, essentially, hamsters on a wheel, it references, pokes fun at, or critiques everything from American Idol to the classic film Network, while offering a deeper layer of political critique that will sting harder the less you're enthused by capitalism. It holds up as a truly bleak look at where this whole civilization thing could head. Number 3. Striking Vipers. Another third-act plot twist propels this Season 5 episode into the pantheon of all-timers. On the surface, Vipers seems to be an earnest tale about friendship through the years. Making friends, growing up, losing friends. You've seen this before. Then the third act blows your jaw to the floor as you consider matters philosophical, emotional, and sexual. Even as the series gets longer in the tooth, Charlie Brooker and company find new ways to captivate. Number 2. San Junipero. Arguably the episode that lifted Black Mirror from cult popularity to mainstream adoration, Emmy winner San Junipero distinctly lacks the somber, foreboding tones of its brethren. Instead, what audiences receive is an earnest love story set in a very distinct world, featuring two souls brought together by a very particular form of tech. Revealing what makes this episode science fiction would spoil its emotional punch. But it's hard to imagine Black Mirror offering a more optimistic look at our increasingly digital world. Number 1. Be Right Back. Shut up! We're not crying, you're crying. Arguably the smallest episode in scope, features a young couple that could be any of us, well on their way to their happily ever after. But tragedy strikes, grief is cycled through, and an unthinkable solution is presented to offer another chance at happiness. The moral implications of that solution are hardly subtle. But the episode is so incredibly grounded that anybody who has lost a loved one will relate, and more likely than not, experience intense bouts of ugly crying. You've been warned.